RHOC Alexis Bellino's videos reveal real Shannon Beador. RHOC alum turned friend of Alexis Bellino claims that the videos she has would reveal the real Shannon Beador. The two both have one man, John Jansen, in common. Unfortunately, Shannon's ending with him was not great and he is continuing to be a presence in her life. As for Alexis, she is ride or die for John and now she is breaking out all of the evidence she has to prove Shannon is crazy and John is a saint. Keep reading for all of the details. RHOC Alexis Bellino's videos reveal real Shannon Beador. After Shannon Beador divorced her husband, David Beador, she took some time off and then she found John Jansen. They seemed incredibly happy and blended their families. Out of nowhere, their romance took a turn and it crashed. Shannon could not talk about their problems, claiming John was a very private person. Yet, she would drunkenly dial her co-stars to vent about their problems but deny it later. Furthermore, she maintained John never stayed the night and she paid for everything. They split but Shannon claimed they reconciled for a short time until her DUI hit-and-run arrest in September 2023. John started dating Alexis Bellino, who was on RHOC from seasons 5 through 8 in November 2023. She was then welcomed back as a friend of plus she was friends again with former co-stars, Tamra Judge and Heather Dubrow. Tamra was no longer on good terms with Shannon so that caused even more drama. When season 18 began, John had sued Shannon for $75,000 and Alexis maintained she had proof and receipts. Alexis was on a mission to prove John was a good man and he had been lied about for years. In Thursday, August 15th episode of RHOC, the ladies went on 2 separate trips with Alexis Bellino off to Big Bear. While she was there, she made it clear she had video evidence that could destroy Shannon. Per News, Alexis said this in her confessional. Her co-stars eventually had enough of Alexis defending John and that was when she brought out the smoking gun. The tapes. So, what is on these tapes of Shannon Beador that is so damaging? According to Alexis Bellino, they are from the night of her DUI and are terrifying. Alexis did ask Tamra if she wanted to see the video, taken from a Ring camera, but she declined. She also noted that there are months' worth of videos but Alexis is holding back sharing them. Her reasoning is that Shannon has 3 daughters and this could hurt them severely. Right now, as aforementioned, Shannon and John are in a court battle over $75,000 for a facelift. It all began with a seemingly harmless Instagram story. Alexis Bellino, the former Real Housewives of Orange County star known for her devout faith and a penchant for luxury, decided to share a throwback video while unpacking old boxes in her sprawling Orange County home. The clip featured an impromptu moment between her and Shannon Beador at a charity gala nearly a decade ago. Alexis's fans, eager to dive into any housewife nostalgia, initially focused on her glamorous dress and her perfectly coiffed hair. But within hours, the comments section exploded. The real story wasn't Alexis's ensemble, it was Shannon Beador, unfiltered and uncensored. The footage painted a side of Shannon few had ever seen, vulnerable, raw, and unexpectedly candid. The video that sparked the frenzy. The shaky video captured Alexis and Shannon chatting near the bar. Shannon, usually the picture of poise on screen, appeared slightly tipsy, her defenses down. She leaned in, clutching a cocktail, and confessed her struggles with David Beador, her now ex-husband. "I just want to feel enough," Shannon murmured, her voice thick with emotion. "But David. I don't know, Alexis. Sometimes I feel like I'm holding this perfect life image together with duct tape." Alexis, a vision of empathy, nodded. "Shannon, none of us are perfect. You're not alone in this." This moment of vulnerability was in stark contrast to the polished, guarded Shannon the world had grown accustomed to on RHOC. While Shannon's roller coaster marriage and eventual divorce were well documented on the show, seeing her in a private moment of despair, confiding in Alexis of all people, hit differently. Fans react. the real Shannon emerges. Within hours of Alexis's post, fans flooded social media. "This video shows Shannon like we've never seen her," one fan wrote on Twitter. Another commented, "It's sad but so relatable. She's always been so on for the cameras, this feels real." By the next morning, the clip had been reposted by Bravo Housewives T, The Shade Room, and countless fan accounts. Debates raged on Reddit. Was this the Shannon who hid behind quippy comebacks and table-flipping arguments? Could Alexis have unintentionally humanized one of RHOC's most polarizing figures? Alexis's second video, a game changer. As the buzz grew, Alexis decided to share another video from that night, this time a longer, uncut clip. In it, Shannon was seen laughing, belly laughing, as Alexis told a story about one of her twins dumping an entire tray of appetizers on a waiter. "Motherhood is just surviving the chaos," Alexis joked, making Shannon howl. "See? This is the Shannon I know," Alexis captioned the post. "She's funny, warm, and yes, sometimes a little messy, but aren't we all?" Fans were stunned. This Shannon wasn't the tightly wound, kombucha-loving perfectionist who picked fights over feng shui lemons or accused castmates of sabotaging her feng shui. She was relatable, likable even. The backlash. Not everyone was thrilled. Shannon herself responded, posting a cryptic story. "Sometimes, people share things that aren't theirs to share," she wrote, alongside a quote about boundaries. Fans speculated whether she was upset with Alexis for posting private moments or if she simply didn't want her unpolished side broadcasted. Tamra Judge, Shannon's RHOC bestie turned frenemy turned bestie again, also weighed in. "We've all had tough moments, but the thing about Shannon is she's resilient. I hope she sees that this video doesn't define her, it just adds to her story." Meanwhile, Heather Dubrow, known for her cool demeanor and polished perfection, subtly threw shade. On her podcast, she mused, "It's interesting what some people think is appropriate to post. I mean, there's a reason we have editors on television." A flood of support. Despite the backlash, support for Shannon poured in. The video reminded many fans of their own struggles to appear perfect while managing the chaos of real life. "Shannon represents so many women," one Instagram user commented. "We're all just trying to hold it together." Even former housewives weighed in. Vicky Gunvalson posted, "Shannon and I have had our ups and downs, but I've always known she's got a big heart. This video proves it." And perhaps most surprisingly, Kelly Dodd, Shannon's longtime nemesis, chimed in. "This is the Shannon I've always liked, when she's not screaming about plates or diets. More of this, please." Alexis speaks out. Amid the uproar, Alexis took to Instagram Live to address the situation. "I never meant to hurt Shannon or invade her privacy," she said, her voice sincere. "I've always believed in showing the human side of all of us.